Welcome to Cooking with Silver Fern Farms. Previously we looked at the range of meat products available to you in the supermarkets here throughout New Zealand, and I showed you how to cook each individual piece of meat. Now we're going to look at simple recipe ideas to accompany those pieces of meat. So first we're going to start with the Silver Fern Farms lamb stir fry mix, and we're going to do a very simple stir fry. Now I really like stir fries because number one, they're very simple, very easy, very quick, and also very tasty. Take some of your favourite vegetables along with your favourite meat, and in this case the Silver Fern Farms lamb stir fry mix, and we'll make up a very simple, quick and easy dish. As you can see down here, I've got my vegetables already. I've got some green beans, some mung beans, I've got some celery, asparagus and some broccoli. Now with the broccoli I've already pre-blanched that, and the same with my green beans, which means I've just plunged them into boiling water for about a minute and then run them under cold water just to take that sort of crispiness off of them, but I want to keep that firm texture. So what we do is we slice our vegetables all in nice uniform sort of sizing and slices. So spring onions, some celery, and you can also use the broccoli stems as well. And a lot of people tend to pick the florets off the broccoli and discard the stems unless you're making soup, but here with a stir fry they're ideal. Just peel the broccoli stem and then, just like the rest of your vegetables, slice it up, all nice and even thickness. So when it comes to actually cooking all the vegetables, they all cook nice and evenly, and you don't get some going more overcooked than others. So as we explained previously, what we need to do first of all is season our meat. Now we've had the meat out for 5 minutes to come to room temperature, if you remember. I said about letting the meat come up to room temperature so it blooms. So it's not a cold piece of meat that's going straight into a hot pan and therefore shocking the meat. We want it at that room temperature. We bring our pan up to heat, spray on a little bit of our olive oil spray, and then check to see that that's nice and hot. Now one way you can do that is to actually take a piece of meat, put it in a pan. As you can hear there, it's sizzling quite nicely. So what we do now, take our meat, spread it around a pan. Now it's very important to also make sure that the pan that you use is big enough for the amount of product, the meat and the vegetables that you're going to put into it. It's no use having a pan that's too small, because what will happen is everything will end up stewing and won't be very palatable at all. So make sure you've got a nice big sort of non-stick Teflon pan like the one I'm using here. Put our meat in, make sure it's evenly spread around, nicely brown this meat off on all sides. Then I'm going to put it into the colander, and that way I'm just going to allow all the excess moisture that comes out of the meat into the pan to drain away, so we don't end up with a soggy stir fry. There's nothing worse than a sort of soggy stir fry. Stir fry should be nice and crispy. Once we're happy with that it's all nicely browned, we put that into the colander. So a little bit of kitchen roll just to take off the excess moisture, dry the pan out like so. We put that back on the heat. Now we're going to fry our vegetables. Now because we're doing a stir fry, I'll use a nice sesame oil, so you get that nice sort of earthy roasted sesame flavour permeating through the dish. So we put that into the pan, liberally sprinkle in. Now if you've got a wok and you're able to use a wok on your stovetop at home, then go ahead. You can use whole chilies, or in this case I'm using some chopped chilies if you want that nice sort of hot fiery flavour. I mean, depending on how hot you like your food. I like mine really hot, so I tend to put a tablespoon in there. A little bit of crushed garlic. Nothing wrong with using the old crushed garlic there, saves time again in preparation. Just fry that off. It'll spit a little bit, so just be careful. Vegetables straight in there. And what we want to do now, just coat the vegetables in that sesame oil and that chopped chilli and the garlic. Get a nice coating going, and then we'll make a space in the middle, ready to bring our lovely little lamb stir fry meat that we've already browned off back in. What we do now is just make sure that we also coat that with the spices and everything that we've used. And then at the very last minute I like to add my beans here, because I want these to remain crispy and crunchy If you cook them too long or apply too much heat, they just go really limp and not very nice at all, a bit insipid. So just add those in there, stir those around, let those beans get a bit of heat, just a little touch of heat on them. And there we have it, our stir fry is just about ready, so all we need to do now is serve it up. So here I'm just serving it on some rice, and then just to finish it off with that little flavour texture, some picked coriander, just like that. And there we have Silver Fern Farms lamb stir fry.